In the area of agricultural products, in the diet resolution, there are 5 areas where we cannot provide for concessions, 5 sensitive areas based upon the diet resolution. What about the other countries? Maybe rice is a priority for Japan, so Japan will reject opening up of rice, but they think that 5 is too many, although they may tolerate just rice. And that kind of concern has been shown by other parties, but even the other negotiating parties have their sensitivities. Now, with regards to goods, eventually they have the desire to reduce the tariff to 0, so that's one of their strengths. But what about the other areas? If the nation has a federal system, the local governments have their certain authorities, so the federal government would say they cannot intervene in local affairs. But local governments form the federal government, and if the federal government says that they cannot do anything about the local government, and if the local governments continue to increase the height of their hurdle, then whatever the federal government negotiates, then that renders meaningless. So you said goods tariff will be reduced, and if you say at the same time you cannot intervene in local government's affairs, then that's meaningless. And also the traditional cultural policies is one phrase that is often used, or minority ethnic group policy, and they said they cannot concede because of such policies. So it's not that it's only Japan that is backward in liberalization. That kind of press reporting is extremely incorrect because most of the industrial goods tariff has been reduced to 0, and even in the agricultural area, it's only certain areas. So in terms of rule, in terms of the total score, we're much higher, but it seems that a focus is placed only on the goods tariff, and it's reported as though Japan's the only country that's lagging behind in terms of liberalization, which is incorrect. So it's 5, wheat, rice, pork and belly, dairy products, and sweetening resources, including sugar. And as far as sugar is concerned, it's Okinawa within Japan, where there is an industry that is extremely sensitive to sugar. So it's impossible for us to open up this market in particular, but even other countries have their sensitivities. For example, United States can never beat the Australians when it comes to sugar. So there are weak points, and we should mutually recognize each other's weaknesses, but of course try to live up to the fundamental principle of liberalization to the maximum extent.